Okay, so the red light's on? Okay, good morning. Now stop for a second. Do this first part again. Right in front, fingertips even. Then when he brings it up in a straight line instead of bringing it back. Okay, pull back. Now look, fingertips, fingers, fists are 2 fingers off the body, right? And then his knees are pinched. So when I try to separate him, he won't let me separate his knees. Okay, he's got that pinch. Fist in the center. Start for a second. Place it. Now, look at this here. I can still hit him in the center. See, I can hit you in the center. So put your forearm in the center, all the way in the center. Keep your shoulders square. Now, if I punch you, I don't know if you can see my back, but if I punch, I can't hit you. My fist gets redirected away. My fist goes there because your forearm occupied the line. So get into a front stance. So I can see, punch over his arm, change his stance. So he's got his guard. See? I go right over his arm. So he's got his guard, he's moving around. I just go straight in. So I go, boom, straight in. And if he punches at the same time I come in, same thing. I slide along his arm and carry his arm away from me. So you have to place your forearm in the center. So you do that. Forearm in the center. So you have to see, nope, I can hit you. All the way up, lock it in the center. Your center is here. I know, you got to stretch. See? So, yeah. And don't lose this focus. All the way out. If you look at this muscle here, my arm looks locked. Now watch. See that muscle come up? Now my arm is locked. Now my arms don't look locked sometimes because I have really bowed arms. But my arm is locked out. Fist back. Okay, now circle around. Next time, punch, circle around. So, with this one, get into a front stance. I'm going to punch it. You're going to punch at me. I'm going to pocket, circle around. No, circle around. Just circle around and pocket. Punch. Make a tinier circle. You have to make the circle tiny. Let's go over here. Because pocket, circle around. See, I may beat you. You're going to stop me. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm trying to really touch you. You did it. Okay. So that's what that Lao Sao is, releasing. So let's do the left punch again. Don't forget to put your forearm in your center line to occupy that line. Punch. Circle around. Pull back. That's better. Circle around. Pull back. Now the tan. Nope. Open your palm. Slide along your body. As soon as your wrist intersects the center, then you start pushing the elbow in and then push out. Okay? And the same thing would be happening by if you palm. So just face me. So if I punch and you just tan inside, circle down the outside, see? Because even though tan is in the center line in the form, we can do it on the center line. So the fook. So we've got the tan, circle around, and the wu sao. So the wu sao, you have to keep this part of your, yeah, turn to the side so you can see. So there's a straight line from this joint to his nose. So if you can turn this way a little bit, turn to your, yeah. So if I'm striking at him, see, this is going to stop the strike. But if his fingers are this way, I'm going to hit his knuckle here, the bone. He wants to pull and keep parallel to the nose, so this part of his palm blocks that part of his face. Any lower, see, my hand would collapse that. So that's why this has to be here. So before we get to the next one, let me show you something about the fook saw. So put your hand behind my neck. Now I want to bring her, just put your fist on my shoulder, fist over across my shoulder. I shouldn't have said behind the neck. So I want to bring his arm down in front of me. So when I do this, look. See how my fook is parallel to the floor? So say he's punched through me. This punch is way past my hip. Once I do this, it brings it in front of me. Because once you bring the arm down, it shortens the arm. It doesn't shorten it, but you know what I mean. It moves it away from the target. So that's why when you're doing this, you bring this down. It goes past my body. So that's why your fook has to be parallel to the floor. So if he did a strike and I did the jump, look, I bring it down and then strike. So punch past me. See? Now if I did this, he's still going to hit me. And if he does a martial art that does strikes like this, right? So strike diagonally at me. Okay, now slowly, as I do this, sit into a low horse stance and strike me with this, hit me here. They have something called a ginger fist or a chapter in some arts. So when you block me, do that, hit me. See, you got me. Do it again. See? But if I keep my elbow in the center and this here, watch what happens. Let's look at it on this side. So you punch and I block, see? So they would drop it to a low horse. Let's try it again. You got me, see? But if I keep this here, see? And I got you. Okay? In the center, same thing. I can hit you. I shouldn't be able to hit you in the center. So that means you got to stretch your back. Okay. The fook. Don't forget 2 fingers off the body while you're using the left side of your brain to focus on one hand. Use the right side of your brain to focus on the other hand. And this also should be in the center. See, you're open there. This forearm, get it way center. See, now I can't see. Now I can't touch you. See that? Okay. So what Silam Tao does is it molds your body into the Wing Chun system. 2 fingers off. Use the left side of your brain. Right now you're only using the right side if you focus only on this hand. You want to use both sides of your brain. Okay, now let's work on this. Some people do the form. They pock and cock it back. So this is for a jab. Are we in frame? Okay, so let's do the other side so they can see. So a jab, throw a jab without hitting me. No, just don't step in because I don't want you to hit me. Pull it back fast. That's what a jab is. Faster, faster. See, that's a jab. So to train it, punch and hold your hand up, then pull it back. See how you follow it in? So have somebody, if you have a partner, do that. Punch. No, punch, leave it there. Pull back. And I have to follow it in. See? Punch, pull back. I follow it in. Punch, pull back. So there's a saying in Wing Chun. Stay with what comes. That means stick to the arm. He pulls it back, follow what goes. There's a Chinese version of this. Probably Jerome knows it well. Or it's Desmond. Okay? We got some native Chinese speakers in the group. So I pop and strike. Now of course I have to use this hand as a support. So if he does the jab, I'm going to go and do that. But forget this hand for now. So he punches, I pop, he pulls back. Now do the jab. See how I follow him in? Do it again. Follow him in. Let's look at it from this side. The same hand. He do the jab, I follow you in. See? Follow you in. Now, show you something. Without hitting me, because I'm going to do something wrong, do 2 fast jabs. See? If you pock and pull back, that second jab's going to get you. Don't step in, because I'm going to do it wrong, okay? 2 jabs. So you're going to beat me, see? If I pull back, see that second jab? So that's why you don't pull the hand back. Same thing with the bong sao, tan sao straight. Don't bong, tan, and cock it back. So do 2 jabs now. Now do it in slow motion. Watch. My arm covered that line and redirected his fist. Look at from this side. See? So 2 jabs slow. 1. See the second jab? My forearm parried it away from me because I occupied the line. I didn't cock it back. We're still live. Good. So do 2 jabs. See? Because I occupied the line. So don't cock it back and strike. Pock from here. Where my elbow, see where your elbow is when you pock? Go from right there. Don't pull back. Remember that when you're doing this part of the form. Okay, do that part. Yeah. So say you did the last Wu Sao and you're doing the pock. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. So I'm going to front kick at you, and I want you to block. I'm going to do a rear leg front kick. Do the block. See? And then look where he's knocked my leg away. Now he can hit me. Let's do it from this side. So I'm here. I front kick. See? So that's what you're doing here. And give me your arm for a second. This is his leg. When he kicks, watch. See? My thumb is off his leg. It's here. 2 fingers off the target. So when I block, I'm hitting like this. That's how your thumbs should point up. Not like this because you're hit with the bone, but not flat. You'll break your wrist. Okay, let's see that part. After this. We do that again? Nope. Don't forget the... Yeah. See? Okay. Let me get in the camera. So you did, watch me now. You went down, up, and then you did a wind up. There's no wind up. It's immediately go there. And also, there's 2 ways to do this. One way is the side palm. So if you throw a punch at me, and I do this, see? See? So that's that strike. Another way is if you, let's do it this way. Grab me from the behind, from the back. Hey, that didn't sound good. Grab me from the back and forward to break his grip. I turn around and hit him, and then I slide under his armpit. We should do it the other way. Okay, so he grabs, I step forward to break his grip. Hit him. I have to hit him because my goal is to circle around his leg with my rear leg. It depends on which side I am. But if I circle and he still got me, you're going to track me, follow me. You're not going to let me do it. Especially you're a wrestler. So if you grab me and I step forward, I have to hit you first to give you a little shock, to put your attention there, which allows me to circle around. And then watch, I lift under your armpit so I can hit you. That's why the arm has to be round. So I step forward, you grab me. See, I hit you with my back. Boom, then here, and then I circle under your armpit to hit you, grab the groin, or I can drop into a low horse stance and drop the small of your back across my thigh. So that's why when you do this motion, it should be rounded to get some lift. If I do it flat, there's no lift. So there's another thing. He grabs me. I have to do this immediately. Once he locked it in, I'm up Schitt's Creek. I can't go forward. But I can do this. See the double lao? The double lan? And then I put this hand here so you can see, so his thumbs don't slam back into my larynx. Okay? So let go for a second. So this only works if you do it immediately. If he gets it, yeah, that's when I saw you okay? That's what I do. I hit him with my back. The round of my back, not your buttocks. You don't want to get friendly with the guy. Hit him with your back to knock the wind out, then hit him in the groin, then circle around. But if you don't do this quick enough, you're not going to be able to pull your hands forward. So then you lift up. with a double land. And if you notice in the form, where we have this or this, so as soon as I do this, I bring this hand here, so his thumbs don't slide back into my throat. Those bones in your larynx are very tiny. Okay? So there's two ways of doing this. I can do from the lansao, strike out, double tan, jut, view, down, up, or I can do this one. So train both ways. Okay? Oh, one other thing. When you're doing the form, don't go down. Grab me again. Going down does nothing. I have to go out to loosen your grip. And you have to step forward. Okay? I'm glad you were here because I couldn't show this on my own. So now this motion here is nothing. This is just, I'm fighting, boom, boom, boom. And somehow I maybe go for a busao and my hand gets out of Wing Chun parameters. Because I'm not supposed to pass this line. It's like, oh, recover. That's all this is. So this part of the form, I leave Wing Chun parameters to train myself what to do if I'm out of Wing Chun parameters to recover. That's all it is. And then the plow, okay? So, that section. Oh, first, let's work on this. I'm going to do a round punch stretch. You get into a side neutral. Change your stance. I'm going to, front stance. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do a round punch to your body. I want you to do a gan with your left hand. Get into your guard. Change your guard. Okay, gan and hit me. No, step to the side. You're going to gan and hit. Single gan. And punch. Okay, so that gan. Stretch from this side. Actually, don't do the punch because I'm going to step in deep. See? See that gan? The weakness of the gan, though, is I can come up. Just use one hand. Just one hand. Just do the gan. Turn more. See? Because it's got to be just like in Silong Tao. Yes, sir. The weakness of this is I can come up. So, I want you to punch at me now. Punch to my side with a round punch. If I just do this, you can slide up. So whenever you do a gan, you do two punches, low, high. I do a wu sao. Do it again. Do a lot. Do it again. I do a bu. I do a tan. Whenever you do a gan sao, immediately bring their hand up. I don't know if we got that. Let's do it again because I don't know if I was in frame. So he punches. Do low, high. See, I did a wu sao that time, only using one hand. A bu sao. A tan. A lot. Okay? So when you're doing Silong Tao, there's a rhythm. It's slow, fast, fast. Then circle around and strike. Now these strikes to the face are to hit the jawline and knock the neck back, or the jawline, knock the neck back, or the zygomatic bone. Are we in frame? See, so when I do something, I'm doing this to snap his neck back. See? And to help it even more, if I snatch his arm and then snatches his neck back. So these strikes to the jaw are kind of upward, like a bottle opener. See? Okay, so let's do that one again. Tan, gan. Tan, gan, tan. As soon as you do the gan, recover quickly. Yep. The other side. Now bong. Tan. Strike. So you're taller than me, so your floating rib's about right here. Mm-hmm. So when you train, strike out there to your floating rib. Since I'm shorter, of course you would go to my floating rib. But whenever you're training, you want to use your body as a reference. Like when you do the first punch, punch to your nose level. Not here. Right. Punch to your nose level. That teaches you to cover your head. Okay? Okay, you got that one. So now, let's throw a straight punch at me. Try the other hand because I want the camera view. So slowly, I do a bong, turn, strike. Do it again. Boom, turn. I don't pull back and strike. See, pull your hand back, follow you in. So, boom, pull your hand back, follow it in. Boom, follow it in. Boom. If I did that, see, I'm open. So, do not do boom and cock it back. And I know people do that because they think there's no power in it. But there's going to be power in it because I'm going to step in. I'm going to step in with it. So, you know, I think it's just the testosterone that makes us want to go, you know? Yeah, it's just boom here. So boom, turn, strike from here. Boom, turn, strike from here. Don't boom, turn, and cock it back. He punches, pulls back. No, pull your hand back fast. See, I have to follow you. If I, we'll do it again. If I, see, I'm open. He's going to beat me.
I saw that.
Okay? So the next, the chit sauce. Okay, we can do a close-up on this, I guess. Come over here, please. Let's stay in the sun. So this is a cross-arm grab. So hold that go for a second. Right here, he's got a handle to hold on to. See that? So if I do this, hold on tight. Come on, Marine Corps strength. I can't. No, I can't. I'm really trying. I can't get up. But watch this. See? Let's go look on this side so they can see. See? Where the thumb and fingers are, look. That's the weakest part of anyone's grip, no matter how strong they are. So grab me. See? So I do this. I turn my palm up to get out. If I keep my palm down, I'm not getting out. Parallel line. Same thing. I turn my palm up, and it's easy to get out. See? So he grabs. I'm not going to hit you hard, but I'm hitting you here. Bam. See? But if I keep my palm facing down, I'm getting out of this.
You're sweaty.
I know, it's because you're sweaty. That's why. So
why use so much energy?
that's why why use energy? So when you do this, make sure I'm in frame. Turn your palm up. Turn your palm up. And Grandmaster likes to do it with a fist because he's ready to punch, and that's even better. But look, it's the same thing. He turns his palm up. So if you grab me and I do the fist, I turn it up. Somebody to hit you. Okay? One way to get out. While you're here, the seal and towel form only shows you this. What if you did a straight punch with the other hand? You have to do the pop. So that's what advanced seal and towel does. When you do this, you do the pop. So here, you do a straight punch at me, I do the pop. What the advanced seal and towel form doesn't show you is if he grabs you and does a round punch, then I would do a view. The form only shows you if he does a straight punch, you pop, and you pop. Because if I just do this, I leave myself open for an attack. So I do this, he throws a straight punch, and then I pop. So he grabs me, throws a punch, I pop. That's what that is. Okay? The dummy, where you're going here, and then this, and then the side kick. You don't always have to do the kick. There's two applications for this. One, he throws a front kick and a punch and punches, and I do this and do finger jab to hurt one, or he does a low punch like in some kung fu styles, and I do that. So he comes in, I go. Okay, I even go to the other side. He punches. No, punch at me. Don't follow me. Punch at me. And I can do that. And I can also add the kick, so you can do either or. That's one of the applications for that. So the strike comes, I move offline, check, finger jab. So you do a low strike to me, I go here, or I can go to the inside, strike here, right? See?
Yeah.
And I do that, and then I can do the kick. Okay? Just face me square, doesn't it? So my fist is touching him now, and once I go down a couple of inches, I'm no longer touching him. So if I go up, I touch here, no touch, because my arc makes like an arc. My arm or fist makes an arc shape. So my fist makes an arc shape, not touching him. And the further down I go, the further away I get. I'm only touching him here, And when I go up, I'm not touching. So that's important when you're doing the jut sao in Dan Chi Sao. You don't have to push down. You just have to move the fist a little bit off the target. So let me just show you something for here. So get into square stance. So you do the palm strike at me. Strike. I just jut. So I am not pushing down. I'm thrusting my fingers. No, let me. I just don't want to do it. I'm thrusting my fingers back towards me, which pushes the ulnar bone down. So it's like a pulley, right? So this pushes the ulnar bone down. See? Notice I didn't move my arm, because if I move my arm when he strikes, circle around. See? I'm pushing down. All I need to do is just this. See? Just that much. So from in Dan Chi Sao, you don't need to see our feet. Just come like this. Okay, so you strike, I just do that. That's all I needed. Don't lean in, square. In Dan Chi Sao, you're not trying to touch. So what I'm trying to do in Dan Chi Sao is hit him here. Notice my palm strike is not flat. There's two fingers, the thumb is 2 fingers off the surface. So I'm doing a vertical palm strike to a solar plexus. That's what you're doing to me. Strike to my solar plexus, jut. I punch to your solar plexus, and you lift up and boom. Back to the beginning. See, when you came down, I'll show you something. Give me this hand. I'm going to do a bong sao. When you did this, you flicked out. So circle around quick, see? So tan means what? Spread. So all the time, I'm spreading towards your center line. So, do the folk. So when I do this tan, I'm spreading towards your center. I'm not doing that. Okay? So from here, I tan, I strike, you jut. So you push too much. You don't have to push. It's just change the bone. See? Watch. See? Look. From here, I'm not touching my finger. Watch. See? There was no downward pressure at all. There you go. Now punch at my solar plexus. And then don't lock your arm, though, in the drill. Because if you lock your arm, you're open. So since you're not trying to hit, oh, look at the sea lions. There's some big ones, too. So you're not, when I do the, okay, wait. Tan, no. What you like? We start from here. You stay the foot, right? I strike, punch. Push your knuckles up, because you want to hit with the bottom knuckles. Back to the tan, to the hook. Strike, jut, punch. Now let me show you something. You strike at me with the palm strike. A lot of people punch to the face. Do the bong sao. Boom. They punch to the face. You need to learn how to bring your bone up. So I punch to your solar plexus or your thumb. Okay. You strike. I punch to your solar plexus. You strike. I jut. I punch to your solar plexus. And it's up to you to lift my arm up. So this would be wrong. Strike. And I punch to your face. That's what most people do. So I'm going to strike. You punch. You're going to jut. Punch to my solar plexus. And I have to train to lift your arm up. So that's one thing I want everybody to know.